Next up, speaking of cool people and cool guys, Rich Spear, gentleman over here in the red and black plaid, has had an interesting life and continues to have interesting experiences which he shares with us. And sometimes we listen to Rich tell his stories and we look at him and look at ourselves and go, this can't possibly be true. And then you look at this man who looks like Santa Claus out of season, and you wonder, Rich, did this really happen? And with the straightest of straight faces, he says, yes, it did. Rich Spear is here to tell us one of those stories tonight. He lives in Joliet. He started writing recently and now writes short stories about unusual things and personal observations. Tonight he's going to read a piece titled Visions at St. Helena's Church. Rich.
Hello. Loud enough? Okay. Well, you already know the Visions at St. Helena's Church. Christmas Eve, our house burned down and I nearly died in it. I tried to fight the fire, but it spread too fast. While trying to leave the house, I inhaled super hot plastic toxic fumes that made me unconscious. I thank God that I fell face first to the floor where there was air to keep me alive until I can wake up. Hot burning pain revived me. I low crawled through the house out the front door as my skin was steaming hot. The December snow was cooling my naked body as I rolled around in it. A short while later I felt no cold or heat, just numbness. My wife told me that there was a bright white glowing orb at the foot of the bed last night as I slept. All night long I was praying to Jesus Christ, praising and thanking God for saving my life in a house fire. We told our parish priest about the glowing orb on that Sunday before church. He tells us it was just a figment of her imagination. It didn't happen. We both were stressed out due to the house fire. But I think he was wrong. The glowing orb was the Holy Spirit. So I was in church after Christmas Mass, and I asked, how powerful is God? After church service, I stayed praying and praising God. For some reason I asked, how powerful is God compared to me? Now, this vision started immediately with an image in my mind comparing the leg strength of the smallest ant in the world to another image of a 260-pound weightlifter's arm strength. God knew how to present the vision to me the way I can understand it. I next asked, can God count the grains of sand on the beach? I don't know why I was doing this, but I did it. I wasn't really, what can I say? The next vision showed me a beach. While looking at it, my vision magnified to even more powerful, smoothly and constantly magnifying. Soon I saw individual grains of sand on and under the surface. They were all different sizes and shapes as my vision saw deeper and deeper. I can see the tiny spaces around each of them, and I saw the invisible stuff that keeps them all in place. The vision showed that if you can see every grain of sand, you can count them. God knows how I understand the visions He chooses for me. Not everyone understands the same way. And I understood that. Now I ask, how do women think differently than me? I had just gotten married, and I don't know, all the guys at work were asking me, we always talked about that, and we just didn't know, so I just happened to be there, so I asked. The next vision simply showed me a whack-a-mole game. When an idea pops up, she tracks it, changing its importance value depending upon the circumstances of all the other ideas that she's tracking at the time. To me, it's baffling and strange. Maybe I do one thing at a time, no matter what it is. The next image shows me staring at only one whack-a-mole hole at a time, changing its importance value only after I hit it and it's out of sight. Then I wait for another one. As I left church that day, I was thinking, why did I ask those stupid questions? And why did God answer me? That's it.
Thank you, Rich.